I mean, listen, I posted that photo, remember from the Streamies last year?
Oh, yeah.
When I was like, me with everyone whose content I've stolen.
Right.
And then like, I guess people don't understand that like content creators are friends with one another.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, actually you are stealing their content. I'm going to be mad on behalf of them.
Yeah, it's a nuanced thing. We talked about this with Ludwig too, where there's just a line where it's like, if you leave the chair and you don't know the creator. I've noticed that you've changed your React habits though. I was watching you do some React. You were watching brand deals. Is there like a big takeaway from like the Reactgate drama that you're just trying to?
No.
Oh, okay.
I feel like as far as Reactgate goes, I've been in the crosshairs for this particular thing many times over. And the first time I changed my habits dramatically because I do think that it was like fucked up because I had a dual cam setup where if I was in the kitchen, I was still watching.
Right. Yeah.
But like people didn't fucking know that. Only my community knew that. But it was like super clippable to just be like, fuck this guy. You know what?
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing.
I think I watched like some of your back in the true crime React era. It would be like you came back and people were like, you missed something. It was like, no, I watched it. I was there.
And tons of the people that are seeing clips may not be that familiar with your content in general.
Yeah.
And are watching a clip, even if it's one of the extended highlights that you don't upload, but
yeah, exactly.
It's like he just walked, or what the hell? But you've been live for 29 hours or whatever.
Yeah, there's also that element of it where people are just like unfamiliar with the process, like they don't understand it.
Yeah.
So I changed that a while ago when the original Reactgate happened. It was like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. I don't even remember. So I stopped doing that, and then. I mean, even now, every now and then I still have to go pee, or like other emergencies happen while you're streaming that, I don't really talk about too much, but there's a lot of things happening in a 10-hour time frame throughout the day. So sometimes you're unfortunately away from the computer and can't immediately go back. And I'm not talking like I had explosive diarrhea.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Just regular diarrhea.
Yeah, just regular diarrhea.
Yeah. I think the other line, especially for like the reason it was so easy for the XQC situation to kick this off, the new Reactgate, was because he was literally like not in his chair. And then it was also posted, I think, by one of his editors to YouTube.
Yeah, he would post like straight VOD rips onto his YouTube.
Yeah.
I never do that, but like, but it doesn't matter because a lot of people didn't realize that I have like 1,000 fan owned and operated channels that I don't even touch the revenue of at all. Like they just make their own money off of it.
Yeah.
So they're like, what the fuck? This guy's just like, and some of them do have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, primarily I consume your stream through the Hasan, Clips Industrial Complex.
Yeah. Until Reactgate, I was not really aware of how much involvement you had with all those sub channels, and I didn't realize it was none with like a ton of them.
Yeah. I don't touch them at all. I'm like, go off if you want to make money, make some money off of it. Yeah, I'm not a firm IP defender at all. I think it's bullshit, but. I mean, obviously there's reasonable. Yeah. There's bounds of reason. Like, I don't want to offend content creators. I'm a content creator.
Yeah.
People constantly forget that because they're like, oh, all he does is just let his chair watch YouTube videos. But like, I don't want, like, I know the labor that goes into making shit. So I don't want to watch someone's video and just not really watch it and then have that creator be like, well, what the fuck? And I don't want to upload it and be like, take away from their algo, right? What I try to do and what I've tried to do for the longest time now is like, I always pull additional data from other places. Like I'll pull another complimentary video or something like that, TikToks, Instagram posts, or data in general if I'm talking about something, and try to make it transformative. Obviously it's live, so there's going to be dead air regardless. Yeah. And then like the way I do it is like, look, if you're an editor, if you want to upload my videos, you can. But just like cut the fucking dead air out. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. Make sure that you like at least edit it a little bit so that you're not directly just doing like a VOD rip.
Yeah. Right. Because there need to be guidelines for, even if it's an unaffiliated channel, just for the betterment of I guess it's just like the, it's good manners, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the practice has to be established by creators. As much people will chirp and tell you what to do, ultimately, like the best practice is established by the person that starts doing it. There is like winning a debate and then everyone goes like, oh shit, I guess I will be different. It just has to have started naturally and considerately.
Like, for example, the thing is like, even if I have a content creator who I'll watch like a period of the video and I know exactly what time codes I'm watching, and then I'll stop watching and it's like a third of the video. I promote it, and my commentary on it is like much larger than the video itself. Sometimes someone will upload it. I'll talk to content creators about it. If I feel like that uploader has like basically kicked them off the algorithm, like this has happened before, I'll either get Austin Ox to talk to the channel and like take it down, or I'll tell that if they're not complying, then you can DMCA it, clap them.
Because at the end of the day, you're working with like fair use that by definition doesn't have like a hard line in the sand. Like that's always like decided in the courts in terms of like what is transformative. It's always going to be tough. But I think as long as
courts that will always be in favor of a corporate party. It's not.
And I'm the corporate party in this situation, baby. The wealthiest player in the game.
right.
Come at me, little YouTube channels.
Oh no, he's mad with power.
The Koch brothers love me watching Jubilee, baby.
Yeah.
That's the funniest part, because like people get mad at that shit. I'm like, do you guys even know like this is their whole brand? It revolves around streamers reacting to their content.
Yeah,
like, that's
it's a
why
whole
they
ecosystem. They're like, hey Cody Co, like come in and
Cut does it too.
Yeah.
They've reached out to me many times. Like they know how their bread is buttered.
Right. And not everybody wants to play that game, and obviously you respect it when someone says
exactly 100%. Like what is this, CGP Grey? I think Ludwig got clapped by him like a bunch of times. I mean, I've never really watched his videos regardless, but he hates it. Like he's just like, do not fucking watch my videos. I will kill you.
Yeah, and I love CGP Grey as a creator. I like have watched their videos for like years and years, and finding out that like it like hurt me a little bit, like it hurt my little parasocial heart. But I'm also, it's like respect it,
Yeah, I heard like Tom Nichols doesn't like it, or not. Is it Tom Nichols? I was talking about Tom Scott.
Yeah, I love Tom Scott. I get it.
It's ironic because like he's done a whole IP video that I reacted to on stream.
Oh yeah,
and people were like, "Oh, he's not gonna like this," but it was like, I never uploaded it, but it was definitely transformative. Like
right.
It was a spirited discussion.
Look, ultimately with stuff like this, the answer is vibes based. If you as a creator are made uncomfortable by it, I don't need you. They shouldn't have to present some kind of like elaborate case.
Right.
It's just okay then. I don't know why or why not.
Yeah.
Fine. Even if Cut out of nowhere all of a sudden started going like, this is boutique content, you're ruining it.
Yeah.
Fine. But that's not the burden of a creator that does think they're doing something transformative. That's valid. So projecting on behalf of the audience is so annoying to me. Just being like, I feel like the creator would feel this way.
Half the time is dudes that nobody's reacting to that's chirping. Which is like, don't worry, man, I'm not watching your stuff, I promise. Like
he'll be watching my truck simulator video in no time.
Making fun of me. But I mean, there is truth to it, where it's like, it is annoying, you know what I mean? I don't feel that way, but I know others do not feel the same way. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want with my videos, I don't give a shit.
Right. And then like, I think it just comes down to the creator and what they want. And obviously like there is fair use. So it's like if you're like making a video critical of someone and you have to use their video's source material, you may have a disagreement with that creator, but that's a different concept. Usually this is in the context of like entertainment, but like commentary, like almost like a commentary track on top of some existing video.
The product that I want people to see at the end of the day on YouTube in a VOD format is no different than a commentary video that you would make. Right? Like and I make enough commentary on a video that you absolutely could do that.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm always like, listen, these guys, like you gotta edit it a little bit more. Come on.
Right.
Like you're just straight up trying to be first to market. And then you take their thumbnails of the people that like I'm reacting to, and it's the same exact
like you
title.
Take them out and put another face in.
And it's just like you just did the Mr. Beast app but with my fucking face.
Chrome extension,
I think in most cases, I know that it's valid because with a lot of creators, I may have watched the video they're reacting to and then I will watch the react.
Yeah.
Because it is very distinctly different thing.
Oh, as a consumer, I am like brain broken in the way of, I think I've talked about this before, where I love watching a movie and then watching a ton of like videos about the movie, or watching a video and watching a ton of.
I begrudgingly watch movies so I can be an elitist about whatever the reviews say.
Or I get recommended like people, like I'll watch a video myself and then like you or like somebody else will react to it and I'll be like, I could watch it again. I don't know. It's like at the end of the day, I'm like, it's like I'm listening while I'm like, you know, on a run or something like that. So
people see it as like a 1-to-1 where they say that it's like you're completely working to like push the other original form of content off market. And I think that in certain instances it can be like that, especially if your input is just like, oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Or not anything at all. But if you're like genuinely providing commentary, like, or I guess in my case, duking it out with chatters who have a very different opinion on the subject matter that I'm looking at. Yeah. I mean, the reason why I'm late today is literally because I was watching this lady get arrested by the cops for like doing a prank phone call. Part of the reason why I got late is because, well, one, my haircut took longer than I expected, but I was meaning to like do coverage on it. Right. And heated arguments ensued because people were like defending the cops and I was like, you're fucking stupid. Right. You know. And, dude, and that's how you arrive at the HasanAbi memes where the runtime is like 3 times the original video's runtime.
Pick a fucking lane.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like either I'm pausing too much or we're not pausing enough.
Most people don't watch. They just see the memes and they run with it. So they'll like come into the chat and be like, where's the chair reacts? Why haven't we gotten the chair reacts yet? I'm like, do you not understand what you're saying? Like you came in here, you didn't get the expectation. So now you're just like, instead of reconfiguring your perspective, like maybe you were duped into believing something, you're just like, no, I want to see that.
Gucci girl, how you doing? How you moving, girl? Moving, girl. How's your day looking? That future girl,